Hey, what's up, y'all? This is David Cruz back at it again. Today I'm going to bring you a short video, a little quickie, of my top 5 favorite t-shirts. Ironically, they happen to be some of the places that I've worked at before, but there was a certain place, there was a certain time period in my life at each one of these places that I was part of that kind of held something special to me. So, without further ado, t-shirt number 1. My Team Irish t-shirt. Alright? And it was when I was teaching classes up there. This is my trainer shirt. This is what I wore. And it holds a lot of meaning to me for a few different reasons. Team Irish, a mixed martial arts, an MMA performance center. A gym, you know, and I dabbled in it a little bit, but more than anything, I taught classes. I taught a class there that was real beneficial to whether you were a fighter, a stay-at-home mom, any walk of life, whether you were somebody just an enthusiast, and I felt like that was a time in my life where it was just it really felt good to do what I do. I was able to go in there and I was shown a lot of love by Nate and Trevor, and it was just a time in my life. My brother was a big part of this. My brother Lewis was a big part of my reasoning for being there, and it was just great. So my t-shirt number 1 is my Team Irish trainer t-shirt. Team Irish, MMA Performance Center. So, okay. My t-shirt number 2 is my Gold's Gym personal trainer shirt. This thing is so beat up. It's clean though, but it is so beat up. It means a lot to me. I don't know if you can see that. It means a lot to me because before I actually worked here, I've always held Gold Gym. Gold Gym is, when you think of gyms, especially if you're into the fitness bodybuilding world, World's Gym is usually one of the if not the gym that comes to mind. Is definitely like one of the top 3. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, it comes as number 1. Gold's Gym. And when I became a part of this facility out here in New York, it held I just felt like I was on top of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like I had trained at many other places. I'm not saying this one was above all. It was actually all my places that I feel like I've worked at have their own special feeling, and one is not necessarily better than the others. At the end of the day, they're facilities, they're performance centers, they're gyms. But this brand just meant the world to me, man. And even now talking about it, I'm still part of the gym. We recently dropped the name Gold's Gym to do bigger and better things, and now we're Elevate Fitness, which this is not one of my top 5, but definitely I have it on for a reason. I threw it on for a reason because this is what I represent right now. This is me. This is what I want you to what I want you to know, that this is family right here. So anyway, t-shirt number 2, Gold's Gym. T-shirt number 3, my Fitness Factory. My Fitness Factory shirt. This is crazy. This is also another gym. I was brought in there we were co-workers at first. She was a trainer as well, and then she ended up moving out of a World Gym, a place that we were both part of, and grew with, and then started doing bigger and better things, and became the face of this place, and naturally she was somebody who I looked up to, on many different levels. One professionally, and just as a person, as a trainer, as a mom. Like, I can't say enough about Lisa. Anyway, she went over there and immediately reached out to me. And although I couldn't necessarily, I'm about loyalty, you know, and I know that she understood that. So I couldn't just, you know, pick up and leave where I was at, you know, because I had a commitment to that. But the doors opened up where I can come in here and do some training and eventually massage my way in and then do some classes. And I did that, and everything was just love. Everything was so much love. And this place was, when I started doing my big group classes, we were doing them at the location is crazy. The location is really big. But we were doing them at a dodgeball court, which is enormous. It's like the size of a basketball court. And that was one of the first places where I felt like I truly packed the house. There was some classes in there that it was just like, I just felt like on top of the world. There's a picture, my very first class, my son, who was then about 4 years old, grabbed my phone, you know, the phone that you keep hearing because it keeps going off, you keep getting texts, grabbed my phone and took a picture of me, of my feet. It's actually just my legs, and I was just getting ready to teach my first class. And I'm gonna throw that up. But that was the very first class I taught, and from there was many others. And I was just my T-shirt number 3 is my Fitness Factory shirt, and it's just because of the time in my life and who I was then, what level of training I was at, and it was just, oh man, it was so much fun, you know. It was just like so much fun back then. You know, that it was just more about love and fun than it was about anything else. So, T-shirt number 3. My T-shirt number 4, man, embrace your journey. This was given to me. This place right here, man, was great. It was actually opened up by one of the leaders. I'm gonna say one of the leaders that when I was teaching here. You know, he ended up, you know, moving on to bigger and better thing and doing his own thing, which is like, right, that's the American dream. And he ended up opening up this facility, Trevor Kell, who's a beast in the octagon or whatever, as a trainer, as a person. He's just the real deal. He's my man. He reached out to me. He ended up opening this facility, which was like, it was an amazing, it wasn't too big, it wasn't too small, it was just like perfect, man. And we used to have sometimes, Trevor, if you're watching this video, we used to pack that turf, right? Because it was, we used to pack the house. And this was one of the best times that I had. But I'm holding this T-shirt up for a reason, because this was given to me. And this shows how little gestures sometimes mean more than anything else, right? So I've worked, and I'm not saying anything about, but I've worked at a lot of different places, you know, a lot of different places. As you can tell, this video is just my top 5, you know what I mean? But so I'm just using the ones that mean something to me. But this shirt, I'm gonna come up close. I want you to see this. When I ended up leaving, he gave me this, and it was signed. It's in black, so you can't really see. It was signed by a lot of people who used to take my classes, and it was just amazing, man. They knew I was leaving. They knew I was moving to New York, and man, you know, I acted when I got it. I don't want to get all emotional on you right now, but when I got it, it was like, I was like, oh man, thanks. And I wanted to show my appreciation. But I'm an emotional dude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you see is what you get. You know, that's just been it's been my strength, and it's been my weakness. It's just, I'm an emotional dude, you know? And when I got it, I remember just looking at it and being in disbelief of just like the type of appreciation. Really, that's what this showed. From a person, from Trevor and his team, who I held as such, you know, I still do, such a high caliber group of people, You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna try to see if you can get a better look at this, like some of the signatures and all that. You might not be able to, because it's, but I can. And it was just EMJ. Embrace your journey. It was just definitely something I hold close to my heart. I never wore it. All these shirts have been rocked till the wheels fell off. I never wore it, but it's just thank you. My T-shirt number 5. I can't. It's my mom's shirt. Well, it's not my mom's shirt. My mom passed away, and this shirt was made by family. My cousins in Florida, from Melen, Soleil, Davi, Dominican D, my peoples, man, and they made this for me, and I just thought it was amazing. I don't want to. There's a blog that I wrote out, and that picture right there, you can see that I'm holding her hand. That was the real picture I sent, and I was really holding her hand, and that was it. That was at 5:03 a.m. Actually, it was more like 5:05. It was a few minutes after when she passed. But this is my mom, Carmen. Beautiful. And I know she's in heaven now. You know what I mean? So, anyways, my T-shirt number 5. I never wore it. I do plan to, though. I'm gonna do another video of the blog that I wrote out, but you'll get to that later. I'm gonna have that. That should be out in a couple of weeks. But my mom, Carmen. My T-shirt number 5. As I'm showing you these shirts, I'm looking across the room, and I gotta show you this one. So I got T-shirt number 5. This is a 5 T, right? I got T-shirt number 6. There's one more I want to show you, and it's my daughter's shirt. We made this for her, and of course, I'm gonna end with this. Because it's Cruz training. It's my daughter's shirt. So Cruz training. Cruz training. This logo and design was made for me by a real good friend, Victorious. And I'm internally appreciative because I love it. You know what I'm saying? And it's a brand that I plan to put on top, man. I'm gonna keep working, bring you guys material, and doing my thing out here, and just trying to make every day better, moving forward for myself and my family, for anybody who follows me and watches me, for anybody who I work with, who I work for, all of that. I'm about growth, and every day is a new opportunity for that. So I'm all about Cruz training. It's not my dream to own my own facility. I don't really have that hunger. Cruz training to me is a method of training, a discipline, something that I wanna, programs that I eventually wanna put out there, and have people follow and have that lead them. That's what Cruz training is. It's just a method. It's a philosophy. It's a style of training. You know what I'm saying? And anybody who's worked with me, they have love-hate relationship, because I don't play. You know what I'm saying? If we sign up and you make a commitment, I'm going to hold you to it. But with that said, you're not alone. We're going to do this together. So that's what Cruz training means. I got mad love for all of y'all, for all the love and support. And that's it. There we go. My 5 T-shirt video turned into 7 T-shirt video. Elevate Fitness. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you read the blogs, and stay updated on all our new information. www.elevatefitness-syracuse.com. So make sure you check that out. Anyway, my name is David Cruz. Thank y'all for letting me share my favorite T-shirt with you today. Peace.